when it's start on time. Except that I wasted about an hour that I could have streamed earlier. God damn it. Whatever. I mean, I shouldn't. I think that is technically counted as a swear. That phrase. But does it matter really? Does it? Maybe. Maybe it doesn't. Let's see how the capture works. Because I've switched over for AC to not use the VR capture anymore. I think. Instead capture the AC window. Because, yes, in previous versions of Shader Patch it looked weird. But I think now it... checksum. I have an educated fucking guess which parts just died on me. Okay, well, because the car is the one that I had installed already before. Because I wanted to take a screenshot, obviously, but they just forgot to publish the mods we're gonna use. Instead of relying on, like, well, download and stuff. So, let's download it from the server. Because you can't, like, you know, trade the checksums before you join the server. You know, who is again the guy who's developing custom shader mod and content manager? Could you please add that? That is really would be helpful, you know? Would fix 90% of problems that we have. Just let the server send out the checksums for its mods and we can check if we have the correct checksums. And then we don't have issues anymore. Okay? So you can make sure you have everything correctly before you even join. It can spot even like which conflicts it has and even allow you to download the stuff again. It would be great. Besides having an option to uninstall cars, that would also be great. But like, you know, one small thing at a time. We don't need to rush with so much speed. But like, oh yeah, right, I forgot. If you press install content, it will kind of download, but like not finish the actual install. You have to open the hamburger menu at the top again and actually do the install. It's weird. I'm like semi not a friend of these things. Right. So, right. Oh, some people have shit setups here. Must jacks, save it, and save another one. So let's see how the capture works. So if we, yeah, we're capturing the AC window and it's works flawlessly. I mean, the resolution isn't particularly high. I should probably bump that up for future usage, but because I'm effectively, I think I'm capturing a 720p image video and then like just scaling it up to 1080p. I mean, usually I'm capturing 900p and scaling up to 1080p, so this isn't completely new. It's probably not quite helping the quality of stuff. Right. Let's watch everything break. No, nothing is broken. That's great. That's good. This seat build is just weird. Yeah, okay, it is very weird because it's like there's so much distance here. I mean, it actually aligns kind of correctly with my body because, you know. But like except for the lower buckle, which is still out and cuts through the legs. God, that's a bit painful. I think move it slightly forward and then move the left mirror out a bit. Center mirror. Hello, could I kindly get a better position? Thank you. And the mirror should be alright if we don't have like everything overlapping over this stuff. And then right hand mirror gives us a pretty decent view there. So this is this overlay what I need. If we can go in this one and just turn some stuff off. Prototype sure is useful, but like we don't need it here, and we also don't need the essentials is useful at times here. We don't need performance stats and we don't need real time. Those two are just not needed on this view. Why do I have two of these? Oh, this is for, I think, developing mirror or something like that. Prototypes can go. So better map display. Gears we don't need, laps we don't need, so reducing the bulk a bit. Oh yeah, we didn't load a setup. Apparently you have to spam the button because it's unreliable. Which one do we want to try? Suicidal cookies? Let's go with this one. 90% brake power? Can you increase this? No, that's max. You can't even max out the brake power in this car. Steering is very heavy in this car. Slight problem with my right hand side mirror. My overlay is kind of going over it, so I don't really see much on it. And I forgot how hilly Cadwell Park is. It's just holy hell. The elevation changes on this track are immense. I mean, because I think I've never driven it in VR before. Obviously used back in the day with AC. Not AC, with Project Cars, but like... Probably can carry more speed there. As the guys in front of me disappear. I mean, I need to shave a lot of time right now of my times. 4 seconds or so. Yikes. It's kind of an AC thing when you start out on a circuit and just like 4 or so seconds off the pace. Multiple seconds off the pace despite the circuit being so freaking short. You can just drive by me, I'm pretty sure. No, can he? But it is suicidal cookie, actually. One food of mine driving the setup. And he loses it. Let's see if the race goes like that. Oh, come on, turn. Oh, you can adjust the brake pads on the fly. Interesting. Problem is, a bunch of stuff is just covering up the display of it, so you don't even know where you're going. Yeah, at least I need to get into the 40s probably. It's like 6 seconds. How in the fuck do you shave that much time off lap? Lap is like, that's just nowhere human. The frustrating part with AC, you just try a combination and like you're so far off the pace. It's not even normal. No wonder people don't experiment. Just drive GT3, GT3, GT3. Because if you try anything else, you just get bodied immediately by people. Like, where am I supposed to find for 5 seconds or so? Like, what am I doing so utterly wrong there? Whoa, what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? I just got launched? Like, where am I losing 5 seconds or so a lap? Two and a half seconds, Robin Moe behind. He's probably gonna run me down at some point. Oh, come on, I just keep getting my laps invalidated. Because I don't have strong enough grip hacks. I think also part of the issue is that AC very much punishes you for not getting tires up to temperature for some reason. Hello, how are you doing? Ah, I need to downshift there. I mean, I've already invalidated the lap. So that's the point. Might as well skip the entire chicane process. It locks up there. I don't know why the brake bias is set this far forward, but it is the setup that the fastest guy used. Okay, I guess. Slow as always. I should take this corner flat, I forget. You need to lift a bit here. Down gear here. Except you don't, I think. Well, I don't know. You shouldn't brake, but like you need to down gear. It's like weird. There's just nothing in it for me, but everyone else has so much more grip everywhere. Like, just look at him. He can run me down at every corner, but like... Oh, it just locks constantly. Why do you set brake bias so far forwards? So, just the brake bias so the car can actually, you know, slow down. Don't run the curb there, because... And missed the corner entirely and run off. And my entire lap got invalid again. The final lap I could run gets invalidated because the brakes don't work. Lost the first challenge, I guess. Once again, because the fucking brake bias is bullshit. Like, I can do 43s at least, which is a start here. I still keep braking through there. You need to slow down a bit more for that. 40.8 is the benchmark, so I'm 2 seconds right now off the pace on a short track. This is the absurdity of like slow cars and AC. Sure, they've been spending like probably 15 minutes on like practicing already than me, but like I don't see the returns like they do, so it's fine. I don't improve by that much when I practice for 50 minutes. It just doesn't happen. Because what I feel is like, the more laps you do consecutively, for some reason the car gets faster. Oh yeah, we now got... Oh, car got turned off there. Because the game is transitioning sessions there. Right, let's fix the brake bias. Is there enough fuel in the car for hosting a 20-minute race? I think there is. I think they at least put enough fuel in there. Oh, I didn't even put a single lap in. It didn't let me get a single valid lap in. God damn it. I mean, even then, my only lap that should have been perhaps valid would have put me like last. I should have pace around like 4/5 right now. So yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, fix the brake bias a bit, because I don't know why AC drivers want to run the brake bias all the way for the front. It's bizarre to me. Because you lock immediately as soon as you try to brake. It's gonna be fun when we do some Nordschleife practice. The issue is this track is really difficult to overtake because too wide is kind of not even possible on the circuit ever. Right. Does that pop light up headlights? Aha, yeah! Oh god, 3 wide in front of us already. Oh no, no. Oh. Hello, 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 hello. Because we're driving sprinters, wouldn't it be, usually you would turn your headlights on to, like, irritate the driver in front and perhaps, signalize that you want to get past them, but, like, with sprinters, wouldn't it make more sense to turn them off? It do be Cadwell Park, yes it is. Let's see how much slipstream you can actually do with these things. Seemingly enough to pass on these straightaways, which is not too surprising. That's off. Ah, got shoved there. How is it? Yeah, you can't go through this section side by side. That's not gonna work, Chief. And third is probably how high we're gonna climb. Except the front runners take each other out, because I don't know if we're gonna... This Cadwell Park then! I forget that I need to change this corner flat. I had forgotten how hilly and difficult Cadwell Park is, honestly. I think this track is in its own category. Because when I drove it, drove it a few minutes ago for the first time in AC, and in VR probably for the first time. It's like, holy hell, how much hill is here? Like, just this blind drop down this hill. But yeah, if you want to turn a toga road into a racing circuit, I don't know, I think Cadwell Park would probably be a reasonably close approximation for that. Ah, fuck, that was too fast. Like, you feel like you're not gonna make the call, and it suddenly breaks me like, okay, I'm gonna apply, just stop. Yeah, gap is about 7 seconds or so. Front. But I fuck stuff up occasionally. boy. Just do not have the balls to take turn 1 flat. Let's try to run this corner here in 4th. See how that works. I would say it's slow. Keeping up with the guys in front, but I'm not faster. I think in part why I'm keeping up is because they're fighting each other. Yellow flag. Ah, one of them must have made a mistake. How's practice been for you so far? I wanted to do Misano practice before racing Cadwell Park, but I got, I don't know, stuck in unproductivity. Been planning to do Nordschleife practice after this, so I lost time there due to that moment. So yeah, I've not been able to do Misano practice. I mean, I have I don't know, 2 setups even for that track. That was also slow. Man, what line is for there faster? I guess there's some magic line you need to run through there. Actually, doom scrolling YouTube for the most part. I'm not that much on Twitter. Genuinely. Like, my doom scrolling of Twitter is limited to like 3 times a week or so. I'm more likely to doom scroll Discord, so it's just me though. Oh, they had a tussle there. Oh no, did they call safety car? And I just didn't notice. I think they did. That's why they slowed down. Bunch everybody back up. Let's just briefly check. Give me ah yeah. Dino called safety car. Right. Fair enough. Field had spread out. Everybody says, oh yeah, the slower cars produce better racing. And it's like, listen. Not an AC. Like, they produce great racing, but like, the skill gap is even worse than with some of the faster cars. Like, with F1 cars, it goes back up to being like insanely big skill gap. But with, if you put everybody in GT cars, it's mostly, isn't it? Oh, I got a bad launch. Suicidal cookie. Sabotaged himself. Oh fuck, and I nearly did so as well because I oversped into that corner. You should be. It was a textbook. Oh, cut back there. Oh no, no, no. Guess I'm not the only one who cycled back out to the front with some pace. Ah, no! Why is the car not biting anymore? Ah, no! No! For fucking sakes! Come on! Ah! Why is my car failing me in the last minutes of the race? Come on! I was in P2 and then I fucking throw it away all. Come on! Shitbox just spun itself around. And all the ways of gaining positions is like gone at this point. Sure, I started basically the race and lost, but like, I mean, if I finish last, I at least get pole on the second race. It's something. Although I probably won't finish last, let's be real. 3 seconds of difference to those guys in front is not much. It's just any fucking chance I had thrown away immediately. I didn't have the stronger grip hacks there. How did I say I'm not gonna finish last? There's 2 people on the grass there immediately. I know it's a Toyota, but it's not necessarily a lawnmower because of that. Okay, that's something. But honestly, he was braking at the top of the hill so much. Come on. Get your pace up. That comment came at the wrong time because you commented on me making a takeout move on another guy. Yep, I know. It's just the timing was perfect for the second one. I got a bit too ambitious there. I thought I could do anything. Hopefully I can't. Oh fuck. No! Oh, I get karma. Because of the stupid curb bucket there up the hill. Okay, see, if you take a bit too much curb there, you just get sent flying for no reason. AC physics don't like that corner. Ah, oh, come on, shitbox! We're gonna get him back. That's not gonna let that sit on me again. A mediocre driver still they need to be dispatched. When you previously fought for the lead, you need to be able to dispatch 5th place. Is he gone? No, he isn't. He's gonna cut the corner there. Oh, come on. One lap to go. With about 1.9 laps of fuel remaining. Ah, fuck, I broke to it. Okay, forcing it into 2nd gear does the job. Just kill the engine, that works fine. I guess that's probably the trick to being faster. For those extra few tenths. Just slam the car. The 2nd gear. Hope the race is short enough that the engine doesn't explode. Oh, got to oversteer there. Oh, hello, controller. Stay back up there. Oh, fuck off. So, couldn't even secure 5th there in the end. Because the guy took me out another time. Like, it wasn't fine for him to take me out once in return, but like, he did it like 3 times. Like, once is fine, but dude, 3 times on me, I'm starting to get a bit annoyed at you. Okay, that will lead actually to front. Ah, now I understand why they are running so much. Ah, that makes sense. They're running so much front bias because they just slam the car into the lowest gear and brake, slow down that way. I see how it is. They just use engine braking to an nth degree and use actual brake pedal braking for a lesser degree. Oh, we're out of fuel nearly. Yoy! Oh. Race over. Ah, well, we're gonna start towards the front end now, at least. That's something. Considering how much I got screwed over there. And mugged. Okay. First gear, good. So, I don't have my own map, unfortunately, or I think I don't, at least. Maybe? No, I don't have it mapped there, at least. Unfortunate. I have the headlights. Hehe, hehe. Yoink, 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 yoink. Right. He made a bad shift there. Because he lost a bunch of momentum on the upshift there. Ah, he's on the inside now. Well, he actually wasn't able to make it stick on the inside. Miraculously. This guy's slow for here. I'm more raping my gearbox than anything. So, race lead. Wasn't too hard. Now I just need to hold on to it. Honestly, perhaps that makes more sense down gearing to third there already. thing is, the fast guys are also already up to 4th. Helicopter, helicopter. Thomas Jack is also now up to 2nd. And he was the guy that pushed me into my mistake earlier. He's missing none of these guys. These guys just get a half a second for free at times. This is a fun race and they're grinding for hours on end to get their perfect setup to roll up 41s around this circuit. What is wrong with some people? What are you doing? Flying off the circuits, that's what you're doing. Which is at least useful. But since I don't have to deal with you. I'm not allowed to improve my lap time. That is very much clear. I'm banished to the 14.15s. Till the end of time. While my opponents are allowed to lap sub 4 minutes. Sub 41. With absolutely no punishment whatsoever. What other fucking horse crap? Yeah. It's not even clutching in for that one, because it's a lot faster. And AC lets you get away with it. Doesn't punish you for it. What are you doing there? It's the second time I've lapped the same guy. He just keeps chipping away a few tenths here and there. Yeah, I improved myself by like nothing. Thanks, game. What a worthwhile. Ah, too fast. And that's also timing and lost immediately. That's what frustrated me with like driving random cars in AC. Probably why I stopped driving with these people on Wednesdays. Yeah, actually probably because I headed back home too late. I had stuff to do. That's the big reason why. But also because I get I drive like 15 minutes of the quali/practice session instead of the hour long. Get frustrated that I'm not as fast as the others. And then still get half decent results. I have to like fight to like the death for it. And usually luck out and just use my insane racecraft to get there. But once they call the safety car, I'm gonna be fucked. If they do. Probably they will. There's always someone who's slow who wants to be given another chance at it. Even though they don't deserve it. I mean, it helped me in the first race. Till I didn't. Because if I flew off without safety car, A. Thomas wouldn't be able to pressure me because he was further back. And B, because he... Come on, go into gear. Oh wait, he made a mistake for once. Dropped a bunch of time there. Robin Moe is parked there. I don't know what's happening. So the gap had opened massively up and it closed back down before the lap was over. As of course it did. of nice things. So was it 4.5 seconds, and it's just closed back down to... And that's on my accurate tracker, because the numbers obviously at the top, they might as well be ultra inaccurate. AC gap measurement and that is like, it's just don't. Forget about it. Is there a car there? Yes, maybe. that is about what it's good for. Oh, we did. I've just noticed we're like most of the way through the race. There's only 6 minutes remaining. They never called a safety car. Yes, I improved by 0.0. Yeah, that's the fucking difference. I get to improve by 0.03 of a second my fastest time. Yeah, 3 hundredths of a second. He improves by 0.3 tenths. Hundredths tenths. Because I'm still in the 41.5. I can't go lower than him, but he just casually goes into the 40.7. Thanks. I gladly appreciate how bullshit this is always. Like, I have shown that I can extract a bit more pace, but like, nah. It just doesn't want to come together into a lap because I gain it in one section and then my cars go slow in the other one. And because we're trading hundreds of tens, if I lose a tenth in one corner, because at maximum you gain like a tenth in one corner here, in the circuit at this point of optimization. Oh hey, he's suddenly like randomly got more pace through there. One thing that infuriates me with like these hot lap videos and stuff is like, yeah, sure, like you could drive a bit further there or something, but your ability to reproduce these laps just doesn't exist. You just cannot reproduce these. Right. Like, you can look at your own replay and be like, yeah, I should drive a few inches further to the left, but like, are you able to consistently reproduce that for 10, 20, 30, 50, 100 laps? You have to churn out in a row when you're doing an actual endurance race. Because yeah, I was wide there, I missed the apex. I mean, my time was still decent. Although I feel like the track is improving considering my opponents are improving. Like, everybody seems to be improving who has like... who knows how to move a car on the circuit. Perhaps not this guy. Could you please get out of the way? I have a race here, and you're struggling to just get through the S's. Because that cost me a full second there. Right, some stupid idiot who can't drive. Not getting out of the way cost me a second. Another one who's slow. Ooh! Oops. That limited it also, Thomas. Yeah, nah, suicidal cookie is about 2 seconds behind. And race 2 Pog. Oh yeah, you come back and I'm leading race 2. Yeah, it's also... I mean, at this point it's a bit of a surprise that I'm still leading, but like... You didn't hear my entire schizo rambles then, I suppose. I was slowly losing my goddamn mind. How much traffic do I have to deal with in this race? There's so many people who just can't... It's like, I don't know how many of time I'm now lapping this Drepster guy. It must be at least the 5th time. Like, just look at him, he's spinning out immediately. I was doing a stunning of them boys. We're mentally unstable. It's a very short conclusion of it. This is in part why I not enjoy practice, because it turns into grinding faster lap times. The guy behind me is just bullshitting his lap time at this point. Like, you can't do 40, sub 41s. It just isn't possible. But like, there's a bunch of people who are like, yeah, we've got to just do that. I don't give a shit. We ignore the laws of physics and just do it. But I'm gonna anyway win. Fuck you, bitch. Grip hack all you want, because frankly, how fast that last lap from him is just grip hacks. 40.3, like what bullshit is this? Like, how even would you do that? Maybe you are a fanboy when you're mentally unstable. Come to think of it. We're always suggesting it. But it's a bit frustrating with ACs, like you can't... It seems to like not save replays when you're on a server. I don't know why, it just doesn't. I have auto-saving and everything configured and it just doesn't care. It just doesn't do it. And then the car doesn't produce oversteer. You step on the throttle and it just doesn't wheel spin. I don't have much fuel left at this point, but just about enough. And then the session ends. Right. Okay. I got a ping from somewhere else. We don't care about you. Fuck off, Discord. Not like I can read the bottom of the chat while I'm in the pits. We're stuck here because obviously everybody leaves now the server and the server is shut down. So let's just leave the server as well. Is it maybe saved on a second race replay? Perhaps specifically telling it, look, keep the freaking replay for once. Actually, it has the replays here. For the race one. Oh, one of the races. It's qualifying, and here's one of the races. Yeah, it must be actually race one here, the replay of. I don't know why the one from last week wasn't there. Well, of course someone else gets this. It's like the freaking random choice. Right, we need to do practice for Nürburgring, which is gonna be even more fun after this race. I'm not looking forward to it at all. Car choice. Oh yeah, right. I need to start the soft. Their clients malware. Come on, connect. Okay, the tool's connected. Set 4. Install mods briefly. I said install them. Let's connect to the server. What are you on about? Okay, it's launching. It's actually working. Just went bling for no reason. Well, I should probably swap my real room to the one I'm gonna use for the actual race, because I'm having my round room on. Which was sensible for the AE86 race. Otherwise I would have been in a world of pain. With all the hairpins. My ability to throw the car around was greatly enhanced by the ability to just grab the rim all around. Let it spin. Here's the race set. We're gonna full fuel the car right now. We're probably also gonna move the brake by slightly rearwards. And we're gonna switch back on the... What is it? Where's my pro tires gone? Fine, we're gonna grab it manually. Because we need that one definitely here. While doing stuff. I want to get anything done. We need that plugin. Hello, where did you go? It's not helpful that like the fucking pit menu is all over it. Let's drive briefly out of the pit so I can read stuff. For some reason it's missing out of the list here. Where is it? I've installed the plugin, I've used it for ages, but like it's for some reason just disappeared all of a sudden. Like it literally was there last race, and like I removed it out of one. Yeah, there it is. Finally, make your freaking appearance. Where is it? Okay, it decided to set itself at the bottom. Fair enough, I suppose. Right, we kind of need this thing. Let's actually start getting rolling. It's still locking up, come on. Like, we're running like 6 ABS or some shit, and it's still a lockup generator. I don't know if you can actually, like, shortcut the... I don't think you can on this game, shortcut the... Man, there's no grip whatsoever right now. The terrain had more grip than this thing. Not gonna lie, Chief. Granted, this thing has about as much. There's no tire temperature whatsoever right now. I mean, I could actually try that if you can shortcut. Or we can do that later. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to reset at least once. still wants to kick out suddenly. I don't know what to add in terms of commentary. Can't feel slow, that's what I'm gonna say. And floaty for some reason. Again, I still feel the terrain had more grip than this at times. Like, sure, this has more high-speed grip. But for some reason the terrain had more mechanical grip. Evening. Probably need to go down to third there. Pressures are too high. The prototypes are telling me the left side pressures are way too high. Right side seem to be fine on this outlap, although the temperature of those tires is not particularly great. The left side tires have come up. I mean, the right sides are at nearly 70 degrees Celsius, the left sides are at 75. Even that is a bit low. Yeah, it goes back down to blue as soon as we roll down here. The pressure obviously falls off as the temperature goes down. I'm on time for a fucking 32. What an utter joke. I need to get sub 20. They have a minimum requirement of sub 25. There's people lapping 08s. 808s and stuff like that. They go as low as that and you just cannot do these times. And like, there's not much of an error in that lap. It was a perfectly reasonable lap that I did there. I mean, sure, we can argue like, oh yeah, the tires were not 200% at operating peak, but like, not 30 seconds nearly on a lap. Hello, car. You kindly not try to murder me, as I'm trying to maximize any inch of track that I hadn't already exploited already to death. Oh, come on. Shitbox. Thank you for telling me I'm locking up with an ABS car, mind you. This is in part why he practice, because hop on and see, fuck this shit, I'm out. Sort of gaps. Not sure you can take this phone a flat, maybe even. I mean, I need a minimum of 25. I would like to obviously go faster than that. And I think this rate 25 is doable immediately tonight. Which would at least be some barrier beaten. That is, if the car is willing to turn, yeah. Although the gains will be minimized the further we get into the lap, as in the outlap, which are relative right now. I had better tire pressures and tire temperatures at the end of the lap than in the beginning, obviously. So the gains from just the car working flat out better will be minimized. Maybe I need to exit there with second gear to stop it from trying to wheel spin. Okay, the fastest time so far after joining the server set was at 27. So we're currently on time for beating that immediately. But I don't think that's gonna be... Actually, is the fastest driver right now on the server. In R-Factor 2, the second bend of MUQU is honestly spookier than the first one. But here it seems to just be slightly less. It's gonna be fun for us trying to get that down to these times. I'm like not far off the cutoff line myself. Is she gonna fare? I think that's my underlying concern. Or maybe I'm just trying to, I don't know, talk myself into thinking that I'm thinking about her. In reality, I'm thinking about how shit I am myself. About my own pacing slightly. I'm not even capable of easily placing a car within the cutoff line. Because yeah, I'm right now marginal. I need 3/10 or so to get in. Finding those in the last few corners here, oh, it's difficult, especially when you run off. And get the fucking rapid. Ah! I need to do 10 valid laps on the circuit. That is the one thing I cannot afford doing. Throwing laps away like that. Because that's the biggest grind. The 25 is easy. We're nearly there already. But like, the other thing? Nah. Nah, that's the fucking difficult part. Fortunately, not valid lap time, which is kind of the freaking problem. And also not within the cutoff line. About 1.8 seconds off it. And any gains at this point are complete grinding. There's so little grip for this corner for some reason. Like, you can carry with in ACC so much more speed through there. Thank you, car. Why the fuck are you locking up as soon as you touch the curb? That is the racing line through there. It's really frustrating when, for some reason, it seizes the rear tires over that curbing bit. Nope, first gear is not usable, this car. It's just a bit too much wheel spin. I mean, you can actually re-gear the car. That's what my local alien thinks is the best setup, so... And I think first gear is not usable, so we're not gonna change the setup, and we're just gonna not use first gear. It's easy and... less problematic. brakes. Okay, fine. I guess we don't get much stopping power there. But I do think I need to use second gear anyway for that corner to get it turned. This third is just a smidge too long. Or maybe it isn't a smidge too long, I'm just a smidge too slow for there. Hello, Mr. My old friend! I've come to talk with you again. Oh, my time goes away again. What else new? Nearly half a second lost so far this lap. Can't afford shit like that. Need gains. Fun basically off the curbing there because just... hello, downshift protection. No one asked for your opinion. Even more losses. Actually, it wasn't losses. We were converted into gains. Had a faster run out of the corner. We are still, however, not green. We're green on the lap, but like we're not in the green. Still a second short. And that is the bare fucking minimum, I have to repeat. 25 is bare minimum to even compete in the event. This game punishes you so much if you run the curb a bit. Oh fuck! Not again! Stupid track limits! Come on! Like, come on! 10 valid laps is a fucking grind fest. It's not gonna matter anywhere anymore because the car bounced off the fucking inside curbing and sent itself into the shadow around there. And it would have been fucking enough. At this rate we're gonna run out of fuel before we get even a single valid lap in. Well, time probably more likely. Fuel I have for more than an hour still in the car. Tires on the other hand, boy, I don't think they're gonna last that long. Which is probably why the car is set up for 80 liters. is the third flying lap, and we'll 8 laps or so is what the tires are gonna give, likely. At least these mediums here. Sure, the fastest guys are probably not actually running race fuel. Still, they're probably, even if they put race fuel in, gonna still lap at like 12 or something. It's just, no, that's not human, stop doing it, stuff like that. And now it didn't fucking murder me. Why? Ask someone else. You drive the exact same line through there and it just one time kills you and the other time doesn't. Also, it seems tire wear is now gonna slow me down on this lap, so we're gonna probably not make the 25. God, am I cursed. Because, you know, tire wear is a thing. I know usually most people just ignore it. Tire wear doesn't apply to them, but like tire wear is a thing for me. Happens. Like I'll get slower due to it. No, my opponents don't care about it. They just don't. Especially noticeable in track collisions. The aliens slap half a second faster than you. And never ever slow down for tire wear. Well, my tires die after like half an hour. Gotta love it. Oh fuck. That's not gonna help in my lap either. Close to flat, but not quite. Probably because I was stupid and looked away for a second. I'm not helping myself, am I? This is that I have regularly. I drive myself mad. Half a second down now. Well, it's not quite anymore. I had a faster exit. Last time I think I fucked this corner quite royally up, so that's a bit recompense. It's not time in my lap, it's just... Man, this thing is not... I mean, it's interesting that we've... should have said anything, because it would have been still only half a second down. But, I mean, we should be losing more time than actually we are, because we have been fixing some corners slightly up and gaining like 2/10 in a few places. 2 turns there, 2 turns here. Otherwise I would be more down, but like, yeah, we're not gonna make the 25 idle in this lap. Anyway, second down already, and there's not gonna be any more real time gains at this point. Oh, come on, turn, you shitbox. Over 25 already in the prediction. And brakes and slow down. I should have. It would be nice if I had my MUQU plugin finished. And I could just have a log of my run. On the other hand, I couldn't compare it against anyone because I can't. No one's gonna out of my team freaking adopt it. So that's usually the massive problem. You can develop the best tech and it's like the freaking adoption rate is just null. Like, yeah, there will be some people who appreciate your tech, but like... And you're cool. It's really nice. I have to be occasionally reminded that there's actual people out there outside of me who are using EasyScript and SimHub OBS for things. You know? They're great people. But the people around me just don't care. You will not convince them to adopt anything. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's some people who would kill for, like, one of the plugins that I literally gave, at one point gave, like, away internally in Team Iris for, like, hey, this is a really cool thing. You can export your your delta of your hot lap and then send it to your teammate, and he can import as a target time to chase, and like no one cared. And that's the plugin that I've been wanting to expand. This is what enables me to have super accurate gap calculation for myself. Unfortunately, I haven't put it out on the stream yet. As I said, we're gonna get denied again for, like, having sub 25, because fuck you, that's why. Because tire wear is a thing. Actually, we are now roughly on halfway of the life of the tire, but the red line, which is probably the line you shouldn't cross, after which the car becomes undrivable, yeah, that's approaching relatively fast, because that's not all the way down there. Probably the reason why there's not as much fuel in the car than actually is that I put in there. But again, the session ends in 23 minutes, so I think we're gonna hit the red line, but not much more. I think the fuel tank capacity is 110, wasn't it? And then the... Yay, I put a lap in. Hooray. It's just fucking garbage. Like, seriously, I lost 5 seconds on that lap. Granted, I actually inflicted myself a bit of air damage, but like, holy hell, 5 seconds. Compared to the previous one. Actually, not 5 seconds, but like 4. 3.5. But still, that is a shit ton. Granted, it is the Nordschleife. Numbers like that aren't too surprising. That's why there's like a gap between me and the fastest guy of like 20 seconds right now. Thank you, car, for not turning, which led me to lose half a second immediately. One and a half seconds already off. Yeah, this thing is falling off a cliff already in terms of pace. Brakes! Come on! That braking zone is so bullshit, it just doesn't slow down. Come on. Yeah, the fuel dissipating in the car seemingly does not make up for... Because we're significantly lighter at this point than when we started the stint. Pretty sure it's an I'm not sure if it's afternoon glow or a morning glow here. The sun is relatively nice looking. Shadows are relatively long. But I think that's how the server is gonna be set up. Compared to real life, we're gonna probably have equal lengths night and daytime, which is gonna increase the difficulty massively of this race. Thank you, game, for denying my downshift. No, not again. Because I need valid laps. We're not gonna be able to stay sub 30 at this rate. It's just so broken. Face just falls off such a cliff there. Tire wear is at least relatively equal. Considering how many runs I need to do to get my 10 laps done, I don't have time to experiment with the odd tire compounds as well. I mean, seriously, the fuel burn is not particularly high on this car. And as before, about 1 second already down before we even head onto the Nordschleife again. Thing is, there's not really much in terms of practice you gain from driving on worn tires, because you can't really compare the previous lap times. It's just, you can't. Like, sure, you get experience, but like, the experience doesn't matter. It's just frustration at that point. Yeah, about 33 liters extra right now. Not sure that helps at all. Red lights. Let's keep them off. Unfortunately, practice can be inherently boring, especially when it seems to be a very quiet night tonight. Guess a bit of a blast from the past. Tonight's set of streams. Not set of streams, one only. Both the race and this has been like a blast from the past. That was just me feeling, I guess, a bit miserable about myself driving. 5 seconds down, by the way, off the pace. Myself, yikes. 6 minutes remaining on the clock. I don't know if there's more or if this is like a 24 hours session setup or if it's just a 1 hour session and we're gonna be in 6 minutes out of time. Gonna find out. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't particularly much slower than the previous lap. At least not. But still, it was slow, and we're slowly creeping towards the 30s, and it's just embarrassingly slow. Even with tires that are basically kicking the bucket at this point. Nope, it is 5 minutes remaining, so we're not even able to complete this lap. How can I tell? My overlay only shows up. It converts the time span of session time remaining into seconds and then checks if that's less than 5 minutes. And yeah, and then marks session time remaining as red. Because that's how it was done in track map for R-Factor 2. Which was a overlay plugin for the game. Highly popular till the X11 came out for R-Factor 2 back in late 2017 and killed the plugin immediately. And they never added graphical plugin support ever again back into the game. Or nobody bothered actually writing something. I don't think they exposed an API or anything. They just previously these old plugins worked just simply because everybody knew the X11, the X9. I guess nobody bothered to do the hooks for the X11, or even if it was even possible to do the same stuff. Should not upshift there, because you just get immediately understeer from it. Fuel-wise, the car can easily last 10 laps. Which on this circuit is like nearly 85 minutes. It's a long time. Both rear tires are now under red. Front right is still green. Not green, sorry. Yellow, but it's gonna go down as well soon. This lap is already very slow so far. You can really see the tires just dropping off a cliff as you run into the red. If I remember the instructions for Pro tires, it's like when you hit red, you really need to swap off them because your tires are just dead at that point. I mean, we're seeing that. Our delta is rating off like it was last time at the end of the lap. Whereas we are just at the carousel. It's a significant pace drop there. Obviously the question is, does it maybe make sense to, pit up more often? The pit stop times are relatively short. Well, you can't actually swap drivers that regularly also. You can only do, well, you can do more than 10 stops, but it's not sensible. In ECC now factor 2, it's not much of a loss if you swap drivers. But here in EC, you swap drivers, you lose immediately a bunch of time. Because of the extra long stop you're initiating then. The awkward thing will be streaming this race, because you can't join the server as a spectator. You can only, well, stream your POV. That's gonna be a lot more awkward, to say the least. We're over 30s now with this lap. Goodness gracious. But I think that was the plan for him to do 7 lap stints. Yeah, we're getting our controls disabled as soon as crossover. It's going down again. Wasn't even the fastest in the end, by a few tenths of a second. Results, I mean, I have to go miles backwards before I can find myself. Miles. Jesus Christ, like page... No, that's 9 minutes. 9 times, 9 minute times, 8 minute times, 30s. 8 minute 27, how many laps? 4 now. 4 laps completed. Nearly 2 hours of practice, so... Let's get this on with, shall we? At least we have the lap times of the previous run. I guess the sessions are set in the afternoon, because the shadows are way shorter now that the session has reset. Those cold tires, man. Off the pits. I mean, considering we have already 4 of the laps done, it's not too bad. Invalidate last laps this time around. You might be already done tonight with the required part of practice. Well, I definitely need to improve if you want to get, like, I don't know, not last split. I should have actually corrected the tire pressures. Because I think there's too high tire pressure on the left hand side for some reason in the setup. Maybe experimenting with lower numbers could bring better results. Thank you, Carl. The interesting part is that I'm actually matching on these, like, well, I mean, the tires should be roughly on temperature now. So I guess that's why I'm matching my own best time through here. I guess I'm exceeding at times. Yeah, I think down gearing there to 4th makes sense. So you nail the corner better and easier. Fuck. I mean, the lap was anyway invalidated because it's the out lap. Still, that's not good. You need to eat the curb there, but like the car's like, nah, get fucking flung into low of orbit. Should dare think about it. That's not quite how you take this corner. I mean, we lost roughly a second on the Nordschleife right now on the third lap. Which is not great. I should be finding a second, not losing it. 23 is something, but like it's really kind of bad. Still. You need to get down to 20 flat at minimum. I think is gonna be a target for me on peaked pace. Oh, my downshift pedal is not working anymore. Well, it is, but like the issue that made me buy a new rim is rearing its ugly head because all those downshifts were not responsive at all. Those were just complete mush. The actuated still somehow, luckily. So holy crap, how terrible they were. Ah, I missed the apex there. Let's 2 tenths down again. Need to slightly lift there. It's just not quite flat out, but like it is so close to being. That's how you do this corner. Oh fuck. Come on. Come on, sir. Ah, I lost so much time there. Whoa, I kill all my laps always. Always, I just destroy every single lap that I do. It's just so goddamn slow in this car. Like, yeah, the pace is in there for at least another second, but like, it just does not want to extract it. You know, like, minor mistake sneaks in and you lose all your lap time again. And again, and again. Yep, that costs about a tenth by downshifting. It's more reliable, but like, you know, it's slower. Then forcing fifth and hoping for the best. What just happened? Why did it just eradicate 0.4 of a second of gains? Another one. It's like I headed into Thurstmaster with like 7 tens in hand, and then half a second just got eradicated out of nothing. It just got stolen from me, and this is what I hate about practice. It's like I did nothing wrong, and it ate half a second of my gains. Like, how am I supposed to improve when the delta is so fucking hungry? This is the last complete lap where I don't have to worry about tires being worn out. First flying lap complete. Might be gains right now found, but they're probably gonna evaporate before the end of the lap, because we're gonna head into worn tires territory. Whoa! I mean, I slightly lifted, but I'm not even sure if it lifted on the throttle trace there. That was so planted. Hello there, how are you doing? I'm torturing myself by practicing. So sure that like some of this lap time is gonna get eradicated at the end of the lap. Because we're millimeters away from the tires going yellow in the wear range. Once that happens, the pace is just gonna drop. It's worse. Like, it is worse. I don't know. When I did my test, I mean, I tried this on a different wheelbase, which is why the test was like a bit weird. But I did achieve an ACC normal pace, so I don't know. I did my outlap on the default setup, and then I did the flyer and got up to like X-Mühle before I binned the car. And my delta was reading out 829 at the time, so like, that's what I wrote in chat. When I did my first flyer, earlier with the setup and everything, and I did go up to 110 liters on fuel. Yeah, that was shit. I lost like 3 times there. I did get down to like 25, but then like threw it off at Schwalbenschwanz and invalidated the lab. So that was additional pain earlier. And just because I can get a 23 at this point doesn't mean we're out of the woods yet. The pace drop off is insane on these medium tires. This is my third lap, well, my second flyer. And in pro tires it's going yellow, which means we're gonna lose grip, which is why the delta is also not going in my favor anymore. In the previous run, in the previous session, I got up to 31s at the end. At the end of lap 7 was 8:31 because the lap speed just completely deteriorates on these tires. Once the wear hits, you just go absolutely nowhere. 1.5 seconds just gone. Well, not 1.5 seconds, 1 second so far. But I guarantee half a second's gonna be eaten by Schwalbenschwanz again. Like last lap. Oh, that's not right. One run through. Are you gonna race at the Endurance on Saturday? You mean AC or in ACC? Because I think I've heard that there is a race hosted at the Nordschleife here on Saturday, but no. This preparation is for the WSS 24 hours of Nordschleife, which is in 2 weeks time. So next week's Saturday, on the 30th, that race will be. I'm racing Misano 6 hours this weekend. Yeah, ACC 6 hours, Trackalicious, Misano. Right. I mean, the lap times are getting there, but like, the drop-off is just... I need to try the other tire compounds. What I've also noticed is that for some reason the tire pressures are too high on the left-hand side. At least right now they are not, because we've just traveled ages going in a straight line. Of course, tire pressures are gonna be fine at that point. But during the lap we're going like nearly plus 2 psi on the left front. It's pretty bad. I haven't done really any adjustments, nor do I have a Motec tool to log those pressures out, so it's... Gonna watch you lapping, Jordan. He has asked me how my Misano practice is going, and well, I answered him. I planned to do Misano practice before I did the AE86 race tonight, and ended up procrastinating it. And just about turn up for the AE86 race and get not enough practice in, and end up struggling for pace again. And that's the race win race 2, but like only because I started towards the front and could hold on to my lead just about for the end. Although still getting run down massively at the end there. So yeah, I need to practice Misano, but again, I feel relatively confident on the circuit. Although on the other hand, it is A, it's Misano, B, it is trackalicious. I have no chance of doing anything well there. Like, you just get fucked over there, and it's just if you're not God status, then maybe we'll get a bit more attendance because it's not a DLC track, but I seriously doubt that that's the reason why people haven't turned up to Kyalami. I mean, maybe it's because all these, like, esports types run all championships that allow you to pre-qualify, just for the chance of maybe getting in. I mean, I can probably get within like a second of pole time if I push hard, but like, what does it matter in the end? Like, okay, it does actually bring something if I practice quite excessively and try different setups out and maybe find like this ideal setup that doesn't wear the tires out. Maybe I should try like copying the Spa setup that I don't know who gave us. One of the aliens that happens to like linger around the Iris ACC section. He honestly doesn't really drive faster, he's just happens to just linger there. I don't know for where we are like his like third team or something. Still appreciate that he helps us, but like we're just not up to his skill level, and he has other primary goals where he wants to race. But if we had a fun race that he otherwise couldn't participate in, he for sure bet he would drive with us. I think any humans love also racing, even if they grinded their life away on laps. I shit talk aliens constantly at every opportunity I get. Also, what I don't understand is that how the hell did I come back from like 7 tenths down on X-Mühle back up here to 210s up. Can somebody add these things up? We're on worn tires and that suddenly happened. Maybe, you know, practice actually makes you faster. Contradictory to my beliefs. Maybe I need to adjust my belief that you can't see yourself improving, but you do improve. In such subtle and minuscule ways that it's only through sheer ungodly amounts of hours it makes sense to actually grind this amount of time to gain anything for it. Yeah, we're 2.8 on the front right up. Poor front left just getting pounded with tire pressure. Yeah, I mean all the tires are up actually, but like the left side tires are such extreme. But obviously now they have a long straightaway to cool down again. So I don't think like I need to reduce by like 2 or something. Like I think, well, 2 maybe, but like I didn't need to reduce it by like 3 down because that's a bit excessive. We need to test if this car's setup, gearing is set up for slipstreaming, because I have a smidge of a feeling there that it might not be. We're hitting 288 for the braking zone. Ah, and I just threw a bunch of time away there for the chicane. God damn it! We're only improving by a few tenths. But we haven't suffered drop off. That is the better part. Like seriously, it just doesn't make sense to me quite. It's like how I about 40 minutes ago was lapping 27s or so on worn tires. And I'm like 5 seconds faster all of a sudden. Maybe we're gonna now see the pace drop off. We shall see. I'm playing with track limits there. Remember, in preparation for one of the 24 hours in Alpha Factor 2 on this track, of how many times I invalidated on the GP circuit. Well, we are back to being basically like a second down of the GP circuit already. Granted, part of it is because I had a major moment of grip loss. I mean, maybe it also was because I took some damage on my car, you know. We haven't taken damage so far this run. I guarantee this is gonna be an ironic jinx-seeking clip. Be ready for it. It seems to be taking a while to jinx here. I think lifting mid corner is a bit faster than not lifting the entry. Ah, upshifted again. You need to stay in first out of that section, as you get so much understeer. Well, we aren't halfway even yet in this fuel tank, so... Well, our tyres are more than halfway. So that will be interesting in a second to find out. I don't understand how the drop-off is significantly less in this run than the last one. Maybe there's certain like tire damage types, like in ACC where you can get graining on the tires. Which will reduce your pace further. Well, I was just too angry. But it's just, it doesn't add up that I'm so much faster towards the late stages of the stint now. Still finding time in the Kleiner carousel. Perhaps third tier might make sense for Gardenkopf, but we're just gonna stick with fourth. Not sure how much you can mount the curb there. Another 24. Two laps to go in terms of what is planned for this car. One lap till the cliff. It's always on my thumbnails. Nothing changed here. I need to I should make some animation that allows me to just go sign language on you. Not like I can really tell too much. Also, it must be late even for you. Like, sure, he's like 5 or so hours behind. Well, that was way faster through the GP circuit there. Must be some late class there. On the other hand, if we just about qualify, but like I'm pretty currently it's not enough signups for like making 2 splits, but if the signups probably increase over the next few days, heading into the last week before the race, then we will likely we'll likely see 2 splits, and then we will probably be put in the less populated slower split. And it's probably better because they're probably gonna put the BMW Cup cars into the first split, which makes our life easier if we don't have to fight and deal with Cup cars, especially for us and Jeff. Although Jeff actually knows how to deal with slower class cars on this circuit specifically. He might not be experienced in driving AC, but he has driven, I think, 24 hours on the Nordschleife before in our faculty, so. Although that is with Porsche Cup cars as the traffic. I don't know. He's been there, he's done it. I'm pretty sure he can handle it. And I'm trying to read what you wrote, but like this track does not give you particularly much of a break. And if you look away for a second, even down what is quote-unquote straightaways, it's very easy to lose it. How is this femboy so fast? I'm not even fast! Fastest times here are sub 8-minute 10s. Like, I'm barely underneath the cutoff line that they set as pre-qualifying requisition to be able to enter into this event. So on the fire highs that give you speed, on the other hand, I'm pretty sure they do. It's Nordschleife. 1/10 is like 1 second. You mean a second is like 1/10? That's the point. I'm only what about 2.5 seconds underneath the cutoff line. Translated into normal time, it's like being only 2/10 within the cutoff line. Not good. Oh fuck. Oh, but it was valid still. We didn't invalidate the lap. The interesting thing is that I've invalidated on the previous run one of the laps by running just off. Another one I hit the wall a bit. One lap that I didn't invalidate, I also hit the wall. But like, relatively minor damage. But here, I've gotten away so far without any contact, but in any case, we haven't had a big accident here on this track in this practice session, which is kind of like actually good. Even if I'm not driving that fast, I'm like not making major mistakes. Is it better sometimes watch just because your virtual character is cute, lol? I mean, most VTubers get most of their views for just them being cute. Oh, actually, all of them. Let's be real, all of them get their views because their viewers find them cute or hot. But that's kind of interchangeable. Sort of. You know. Right. Tires are now on the red. Time shift pedal did not quite actuate that well anymore there in the end. Although in this practice server, I'm the only one who's actually completing laps so far. I mean, early on the previous run, I think I saw some people clock in laps, but they were also like slow. But you never know if this is like also for them at the end of their runs. In any case, it's gonna be a bit of a quiet race, most likely. In a way, because I think we're limited to like 40 or 50 cars on the server, which is normal, but like with how long the circuit is, 40 or 50 cars is not that much. You don't encounter that much traffic, honestly. But we were definitely a perfect. Yeah, I mean, it's. Gee, when I started with this, I think I went live at about. How many hours? Just about 3. Yeah, it's only been about 3 hours. It's not that long for me. I usually stream like 4 or so. If I'm not doing a very long stream. Pedal shifter isn't starting to not be particularly willing to activate. It's understandable. I have replaced this rim for a reason. In normal usage. Yeah, it's very difficult to right down downshift. I mean, once we run out of tires, you completely gonna actually call it tonight. I think I'm done at that point. Yeah, we're seeing again 5 seconds roughly of pace drop off at this point. 34 liters remaining in the tank from 110 down. So we've burned so far about 75 liters. Coming up to complete 7 laps. Which is just shy of an hour, effectively. Well, now I'm gonna try another lap. The tire's gonna be marginal at the end there. Well, I'm gonna try another lap after that. Because I have fuel for 3 laps. I don't have to worry about that part. How's the BMW? It works, I guess? I'm now at the end of the stint, so these medium tires are really done for at this point. I think the intention from our resident alien that put this thing together is that you only run 7 laps. And guess who has completed 7 laps right now? That's me. So I'm gonna drive it actually a bit further than you probably should. According to Pro Tires, you should actually drive it only 6 laps before you hit the cliff. But you know, I'm gonna do another one just to really see how drop-off behaves. And then maybe we try another day how the other tire compounds behave here. The issue is obviously testing this stuff takes a time. On the other hand, the long run testing tire compounds usually takes about an hour each, so it's not too complicated. Torturing yourself to do 3 hours worth of practice to test some tire compounds is just something for me. Pretty high expectation. Well, our resident alien has tortured himself for a while to get this setup put together, so can be expected from me to do the legwork for strategy. Car's very evenly wears the tires. That's a good thing compared to the Porsche I had in Daytona. That thing ate its rear tires first by miles. In general, ate tires very fast. I mean, we still have, after this lap, 2 laps of fuel remaining, but the tires will probably be down to 0. Experience. For me, all these cars blend together. It has 4 wheels attached to it and an engine. Even if they drive very similar. But yes, I did take time actually to get up to speed because you missed the first run I did on this. About, at this point, an hour ago. Well, more than an hour ago, but 2 hours ago I started and about an hour ago I finished the run. More than an hour ago, actually. We got lap invalidated. Fuck. Sucks. I should have anyway enough laps to actually complete the 10 requirement. Yes, I didn't actually expect tonight to complete 10 flying laps on the circuit, but I think we're definitely there now. Carried 4 over from the previous session. This guy is Jim Clark. No, I'm not! Not even fucking close. Don't call me that if I'm winning Trackalicious, when I'm winning Misano, like, then you can refer to me as that, but like, that's just not gonna freaking happen. Yeah, I in the previous run, oh god, there was a bit of a lag spike. In the previous run, I was not even able to get below the required 25 on an actual valid lap. I did actually go below that. The thing is, we did earlier this, didn't we on Sunday or on Monday actually drive the circuit a bit? So I know it a bit actually. I had some practice with this car already. And still, it took me some time to actually get the pace down. And last stint that was significant. Well, we're heading towards 830s again. On these worn tires. Fun part will actually begin next lap. What do you want to bet on, Misano? That you can beat me? Or what? Or how high I can finish. Or how many laps you finish down to me. I mean, considering how much Asa is struggling with the circuit, you might actually beat her. I don't want to be able to, but like, she's been really not doing too hot. Like, she's struggling with, I think 37s it is? You bet 10 years that you're not lost, okay? I don't know, what do you do when you... Actually, this is George's gonna lose 10 years. Actually, I don't think he's gonna lose 10 euros. I mean, technically he wasn't, well, however you can argue it in Kyalami, he wasn't last. Well, he was the last car to actually finish the race, you know. That last place car that actually crossed the finish line. If we operate under that definition, yes, he was. But what are the chances that maybe, you know, so there's a bit more attendance this round than last round. On the other hand, we're heading into the last 2 rounds of the championship. There's usually worse attendance. So what am I oh, come on. Yeah, my left side tires are now gone, basically. Worn down to the carcass. I'm driving on completely dead tires at this point. It was fast in Coda. Well, the thing was, Black Hornet Racing was... Reminder, I won by 70 seconds over P2. Yeah, that happens. Well, granted, he also got a driving penalty at the end. So it was only 30, but like... What do you mean fast in the GT3? Because in the GT4 he was... In the race he was pretty decent, right? John actually was relatively fast in the race, but like... In quali he was not that great. And also... The competition was really shit, honestly. Yeah. I mean, granted, if he didn't have his accident, it would have been difficult for me to lap. Well, actually, yeah, but with his accident, I lapped him due to his accident. Not because of his driver penalty later. That just admitted that he was lapped down to me. Granted, it is a 1 hour race, so like lapping everyone up to like that only first to fourth is on the lead lap is a bit more acceptable, but you know, it's still something. Yeah. I'm kind of forgetting that because, as you pointed out, how am I switching between sims so much, and I completely and utterly projected that part onto you. Where it's like, oh yeah, you drove a different car, that's like not an issue, right? A different car, a track you probably don't have that much experience on. You know? Well, there's me, who's like, yeah, I don't know, I've not driven the McLaren on the circuit before, but like, I've driven the circuit before. It's been like a month! Like more than 6 months, I think, between the last time I raced the circuit, but like, sure, this is fine, I said. And yeah, he could get more, honestly, that's the thing, he could have gotten more than P5. P5 was after he had already repaired his car from damage. So consider that for a second. He came back from not just he came up to P5 despite all the damage he had collected. And he still finished P7 with a drive-through. Like, this is really damn impressive. I'm just... My brain is evil, I'm sorry. It tells me that I'm slower. Well, I'm currently slow, but like that my 22s here are not enough. That my race win was just because the competition was just utterly garbage in that competition, in that race. It's just how my brain works. That I won the AE86 race only because I got cycled into the pole position there. Not pole position. that due to the reverse grid, I was able to relatively quickly get the lead. And the fast guys get lost a few seconds in the traffic and weren't able to make up that difference. And due to me having the collision with that back market and took out Thomas, that if that didn't happen, Thomas would have probably won the race easily. Like, this is what my brain does to me. Because I didn't dismiss any good result I have and talk them down. That's just how it always goes. I'm not proud of anything. I'm just very disappointed when it goes even worse than what I expected. There's no happiness, there's just additional disappointment and disappointment plus. Disappointed I only won by 30 seconds. That is the disappointment. It is weird, but it's just... saying I'm not putting the expectation on you. My brain just automatically talks any result down. Especially when I was part of it. Because if I praise your result, that means I'm praising my own result, and that can't happen. Yeah. Sorry, it is weird. I thought maybe like my thought process got a bit through to you, because I definitely said when you had like you're falling out on. Okay, that's what you mean. Right, that makes sense. These are this redemption arc. Well, maybe you are on your redemption arc. Because I said there was a lot of mistakes in that race. 11 seconds off the pace due to dead tires. But we're fuel for another lap, so we will fucking do another lap here. This is what dead tires do to a motherfucker. I'm sure that can happen when there's like a race that has only a couple of cars in it. That's how I usually win races. I just tend to enter oddball races and end up then swooping the grid. It's difficult. Yeah, what am I saying? It's like it's not particularly difficult to beat people. Not expecting to be. I don't know what I wanted to say. My brain just switched off there. I mean, or maybe you're actually genuinely... It's a good one for me. If you can survive it, it will be a good one. I can tell you that. You know, can't you turn in your assignment in English? It's usually how it goes. And some classes require you to turn your assignments in English. I don't know, I don't usually think too much about which language I'm spelling it. Probably the one that the sheet is in. They probably would be in hot water if they actually, you know, don't let you write in English. already 5 seconds down on this lap, and we've just started the Nordschleife. Yeah, I mean they. What did I want to like say? Like, but English like. Good news, you got 160 followers on Twitch. Nice. Like the other day when I was tuned into Twitch to like I don't know watch you or someone. I saw that saw a notification from Twitch that is like, hey, you got the achievement. Like, what is this achievement? You have 2 followers. Like, okay. I'm pretty sure I've done that in the past. I think even when I had my like old YouTube channel and actually streamed on Twitch once. It has also like achievements for streaming a certain amount in 7 days or in 30 days and stuff like that. And it has numbers actually filled in. It's not, I have not hit the requirement to get this quote-unquote achievement, but like didn't actually hit the number. But it must be like from when I did back over 10 years ago or something. I streamed a race in GT3, a 24-hour race, but with time acceleration, because GT3 you can select how long your 24-hour race is supposed to be, and I selected I think 3 hours, and drove the Hockenheim race that they have as an event where it's just Porsches, only Porsche, only Porsche, the new website, with only Porsche, so only NGT Porsche, and I think some G2s are also thrown in, spiced it a bit up. But yeah, you have only the NGT Porsches for the most part. And that for 3 hours. I had set the difficulty relatively low. The VOD does not exist, unfortunately, because I didn't configure Twitch correctly, and probably you don't even want to, because I think the page rate at which I streamed was toilet. So, and my microphone was shit. I mean, the footage of me doing a let's play of GT3 does exist still. I think I have not even privated it, it's just unlisted on my old channel, so. In a touring car. Yeah, I have thought of like entering the Track EU competition on Mondays. I mean, the next race is in October, so it's a bit away. And also the problem is that the last 2 rounds, nobody turned up, so yikes. But I think, when did I last drive a front-wheel drive car? It's, well, yeah, I drove front-wheel drive on Shitoko, but like, besides that, it's been a hot minute since I drove a front-wheel drive. I've driven TCRs in the past. They even prepared one for a Nordschleife 24 hours that lasted about 8 hours before they red flagged and cancelled the thing, because it's R-Factor 2 and shit like that happens regularly. And it never got. They tried to reschedule it, and nobody turned up. Nobody signed up. It got cancelled. They rescheduled it, Nobody signed up again, and it just got quietly dropped again. So that's no longer happening. There's only 3 people on the championship, and 2 in the ITC and 1 in the Super Touring. Yeah, if you look at the standings, but then you look at who's actually run the last 2 races, and there's nobody. It's complete DNFs. This is only the result of like the first 2 races, or first 1. I'm not sure actually how many races have. I think yeah, there's 4 races so far technically run quotation marks, but there is 2 that actually had any attendance whatsoever. I think the idea that to run a multi-class is a bit odd for this, and it just doesn't work. I'm sorry. Right, what lap time are we getting? I mean, we shouldn't be surprised, but like, yeah, the tires are fucking dead, bro. You know, the tires are just fucking dead at that point. Okay, so let's open their website and check on my performance. Or I think we might need to wait for the session to end, but like, in case of that, we that's also an additional problem, but as far as the results are there, I mean, they seem that like the server went live, but like, yeah, the fastest time someone has set is in a McLaren with an 8 minute 6.8 around the circuit. Yeah. Just to put into perspective how slow I am. Page 3, I'm still not actually in it. Page 4, and I think I'm still not in it yet? Or has it not updated and that's why I'm not listed? No, I'm on page 5. I'm 123rd place driver right now, in terms of pace. 123rd place driver, I have 12 laps completed, that means I'm eligible to sign up. Yes, nice. I'm actually like a full second slower than the guy in P121 in the first sector, but I'm like a second and a half faster than him in the last sector. And I'm in the middle sector like half a second down, so. And we were basically like, I have an 8:22.78 and he has an 8:22.71. Yeah. I mean, if I want to get up on page 3, I need to get sub 21. If I want to get onto page 2, I would have to drop below a... when I go onto page 2, I need to drop below an 8 minute 17.6. And page 1, you need to go sub 8 minute 14.8. That's how fast we're talking and stuff here. I don't know about the mirrors actually. Could figure out for a moment. Because he's definitely done laps. Probably also on the official server. oh, that's funny. I should probably show that on stream. Hold on. Because this graph is utterly hilarious. Because this leak has also like a ranking system and all of that shebang. We can probably exit here. Because I've done enough driving tonight. This is enough. Like doing 12 laps on the Nordschleife is a sizable amount of practice. How? Where is it? What do I want to check here? How long? Yeah, 3 hours 41. Yeah, it's a good time to call it. Right. So, let's close this. Let's switch over to just desktop capture. Yep. And let me just show you something. Like, this is the profile on their site. I have 1636 rating. And then I scroll down, and this is my rating progression. Yes, I started out here back in December 2021 with 1072 rating when I first ran a race. I ran a short sprint race back in... Well, you can see all the races I ran here. It's like I ran the Spa 6-hour race. I ran then here a sprint race briefly prior to the 24 hours of Daytona, which is what this point is up here. After that one, I got quite a ratings boost. And then we continue further here after the Spa 6-hour race here back in ACC. So this is ACC, this is ACC, these are two AC. So it's like it doesn't like draw straight lines. It seems to like just try to make a curve out of it, and it just goes into like. I mean, technically, this isn't a negative rating. This is just below 1000 rating. So like this could be fine, but like it's just. I mean, okay, it's not fine because we are actually time traveling here, because here it's slightly to the right of the 15th, and like it goes back. It's like, yeah, there's some time travel going on. I break the graph because I don't drive often enough on the service. Right, okay, you need some sleep. Then I was gonna call it anyway now. So yeah, good night, I guess. Let's check briefly the teams. Team washed. Well, Oken is in this one. J Slovanak. I think that is that isn't the Mia. Neither of these are the Mia, I think. I don't know, it's not fucking clear because everything is chaotic like this. Good night. Oh yeah, well, he's only in Toko Project and on the Team Iris Discord, and he's only named Demir. He doesn't have a full name. Fucking hell, doesn't make it easier to find someone like this. But this is Juriak, which is, I think, the other driver that's gonna drive with us. Yeah, Jura, Asa, Jeff, Demir, and myself. That's the lineup gonna be. So we're gonna probably use this team here for doing this. So we need to actually get Demir into this one. Or is Demir in the other one actually? Because I'm not 100% sure. Pretty sure Urken is not Demir. Alda Urken. So I guess we're gonna add him to Team Iris. We should be able to track him down. So she's well, that doesn't help much. There's multiples of them. I guess we're gonna have to reschedule this problem to a later date. So we figure out which Demir it is. In any case, we could try. Nah, he's only then listed with his first letter of his first name, because you only know the first name. It doesn't help much in this list because you know, can't tell. Really. I know roughly probably what pace he's gonna have to have. Once I know he's driving a Z4, so that makes it a bit more obvious. Actually, we could just search for D dot, because we know that's gonna be reliably D dots. That's gonna just, well, should only list the people who. Right, we're gonna start with stage 1. First one, Polana, Calder. Both of them in Audis. Although that is possible that this is an Audi that he put his fastest lap in an Audi. Wait, oh, it jumped down to reserve. Page 2. Here we have Kinglian and Audi again. Singapore. The Freeze, it definitely isn't. And then the Hermit. What is this, Derek? It's not our guy. Actually, I could just check the profile of all of them. Sunday, it's definitely not. Ungrus. No, no. And at this point, it's getting a bit suspicious. So here, Kurtaker. Maybe? Yeah, that's him. Pretty sure that is him. Although he has only one lap. My friend, you need to complete more laps on the server. That's not sufficient. If it is him, actually. Oh yeah, the reserve is down there. But this means he's... Well, he should have probably... He did more laps. He did put the setup together. So where did he do the laps? Because they are not counted. Clearly. We only have 9 days and 10 hours remaining. It's not good. I'm slightly concerned. Right. I think I'm gonna call it now. It was a while driving, although we wanted to do additionally Misano practice, but Christ, it was good that I didn't do Misano practice. So I could focus on this and actually complete a decent chunk of laps in practice. We did carry more fuel. How low did I get down? Oh yeah, 22.7 was as fast as I got, I guess. I thought I got faster at one point. Oh, irrelevant. I thought I had gotten up one lap that was a bit faster than that. Whatever. I'll move on. Man, that's my mouth. My hand over my mouth. Christ, sometimes the tracking is terrible. Good night, I say. Bye bye.